All right, I'm going to keep reading, starting with page 81, and we'll find out if you got the same answer as the boys did. Mr. Garvey said, "Okay, my boys, come over here, please." Winston and his friends said, "See you later," to Michael. Mr. Garvey escorted them a few yards away so that DeBella team couldn't hear them. "So, do we all have the same answer?" Winston said. "If you take the letters as you move from start to finish, you get the word thresh." Mel said, "I got that too." Mr. Garvey nodded. "Me too." And it made sense, since a thresher is something you find on a farm. Jake typed it in. "Let's see what we've got." Jake had already turned on the computer, pushed the buttons down, and after a moment, he looked up, smiling, and said, "We've got it." Okay, just want to take a sec to show you, if I can find it, the maze. So if you weren't sure how they went through, you can pause on this and see how they got the word thresher. We're going to continue. Mr. Garvey gave a little fist bump. "Two down, let's get going." Winston looked up to see Michael walking over to them, a sheepish expression on his face. Behind him, the other members of the DeMella team watched. None of them looked happy. Michael, tried finding a smile as he said, Hey guys, what answer did you get for this?" The answer word bubbled up in Winston's throat, but he swallowed it back down. He might not have shared Mr. Garvey's passion for take no prisoners competition, but even he understood that he simply couldn't give an answer to another team. Jake understood that too. "Come on, we can't tell you that." Michael looked pained. "Yes, of course not. Sorry. Can you confirm the answer? What we're typing into the computer isn't working." "Well, what did you get?" Winston asked. "We got the word thuds." That's not right," Winston said. Michael slumped. The DeMella team made a mistake and had come up with the wrong answer. What were they supposed to do? Michael turned back to his team and shook his head. His teacher and the two girls looked at each other dismayed. Their teacher, Mr. Meyer, came over frowning. "We really have the wrong answer?" he said to Michael. "Sure looks like it." Mr. Meyer looked at Mr. Garvey, smiling ruefully. "Perhaps you can give us a small break here. You know we went through the maze, same as you." Mr. Garvey kept his expression neutral and said, "Solving the maze was only part of it. You know that. You had to keep track of the letters you passed as you went along." "I believe I did," Mr. Meyer said. "Well, you must have made a mistake. I am sorry." They all stood there for another awkward second. Perhaps Mr. Garvey was waiting for the DeMella team to admit defeat and walk away. When that did not happen, Mr. Garvey said softly, "Come on, boys, we need to get along." He looked at Mr. Meyer and said with some sympathy, "Good luck." Winston waved at Michael. He felt awful, but Mr. Garvey was right. The DeMella team had made a mistake, and they would have to figure out what to do about it. There was only one thing they could do. Go back through the maze, pay more attention this time. "Well, now we know we've pulled ahead of one other team," Mr. Garvey said as they approached his car. Excuse me. Winston looked behind him to see the DeMella team standing once again at the entrance to the maze. They had to go in and they knew it, but none of them was willing to take those first dreadful steps. Okay, I'm going to stop right now. My battery is very low, so I'm going to go plug it in and do another video.